Wait, hold up. Did you hear what just went down? Tamar Braxton, the queen of vocal runs and reality TV chaos, allegedly caught in a scandal so messy it makes spilled tea look like fine china. We're talking whispers, secrets, and late-night Uber rides that apparently ended in jaw-dropping drama. And guess who's spilling the real tea? None other than Funky Dineva, the friend who saw it all, heard it all, and is finally saying, enough is enough. Now, I know what you're thinking, another celebrity meltdown. Yawn. But oh no, this isn't your ordinary Instagram clapback or Twitter beef. This is the kind of drama that makes tabloids sweat and social media explode. We're diving into wild claims, missing teeth, awkward bedroom vibes, and yes, alleged romantic escapades that have tongues wagging from Miami to New York. So grab your popcorn, buckle up, and hold on to your teacups, because today we're exposing the night that allegedly changed everything. Did Tamar really wake up in chaos? Did Mendeecees play a role? And what did Funky witness that has everyone talking? Stay tuned, because the story is juicier than a reality TV reunion episode. And trust me, you do not want to blink, alright? Let's set the stage, because what happened that night is crazier than anything reality TV could ever script. Tamar Braxton, the powerhouse singer and reality star, allegedly found herself in a situation that has everyone on social media losing their minds. And Funky Dineva, the friend who supposedly saw everything unfold, is now claiming that the truth is way messier than anyone imagined. People have been asking what really went down, and Funky's account suggests that it was a night full of tension, awkward encounters, and moments that would make anyone question the boundaries of friendship and trust. Tamar, according to Funky, was acting in ways that made him uncomfortable, and the way he describes it, there was an intensity to her behavior around Mendeecees that night that went far beyond casual friendliness. Funky claims that during the Uber ride to Tamar's house, she and Mendeecees were allegedly making out in plain sight, playing it cool for anyone watching. But once the cameras weren't rolling, the private behavior reportedly escalated in ways that shocked him. By the time they arrived at her home, Funky says he made the decision to leave because the situation was so uncomfortable, and he wanted nothing to do with the intimacy that was happening right in front of him. Meanwhile, Tamar allegedly posted online about waking up injured, missing teeth, and having no memory of the events, which immediately drew public attention and criticism toward Funky, painting him as a possible villain even though he insists he did nothing wrong. Social media exploded with opinions, speculation, and a flurry of messages accusing him of being careless or worse, while Funky stayed consistent, warning Tamar that if she continued to imply his involvement, he would reveal exactly what he saw that night. According to Funky, the real story involves Mendeecees and a third man who were allegedly present and may have been involved in the events that caused Tamar's injuries, leaving her in the center of a narrative that she may not even fully control. Funky describes moments that include Tamar being physically close to Mendeecees in ways that could be considered romantic, and the alleged secrecy around the interactions when cameras were absent. The situation became more complicated when Tamar involved the public, posting vague statements and interviews that hinted at trauma without clarifying the full story, which gave the audience endless room for speculation. Funky's account paints a picture of a night that was not only emotionally charged, but potentially scandalous, filled with intimate encounters, uncomfortable observations, and a web of secrecy that has fans debating what actually happened. The public's reaction ranged from shock to disbelief, with some siding with Tamar's vulnerability and others rallying behind Funky's insistence that he witnessed the truth. There are whispers of previous patterns in Tamar's behavior, involving complicated romantic entanglements that add fuel to the fire and make the narrative even more sensational. Every detail Funky shares seems to raise more questions than answers, from the Uber ride to the private interactions at Tamar's home, to the involvement of the mysterious third man, and the alleged romantic tension with Mendeecees, making it impossible for anyone following the story to take a side without wondering if the other half of the truth is being deliberately withheld. The night, according to Funky, was full of secrecy, intimate encounters, and moments that left him feeling uncomfortable. But now his revelations are stirring a whirlwind of discussion, speculation, and disbelief, setting the stage for what promises to be a scandal that nobody saw coming. As the story continues, the tension only escalates because Funky's revelations are painting a picture that is far more scandalous than anyone expected. And now the public is trying to piece together what really happened that night at Tamar's house. Funky insists that the entire situation was complicated, by the presence of Mendeecees and the third man who allegedly stayed upstairs with Tamar while he chose to remove himself from what he considered an extremely uncomfortable environment. And according to him, Tamar and Mendeecees were allegedly intimate in ways that went beyond casual friendship, and he witnessed moments that would make even the most seasoned gossip columnist raise an eyebrow. Social media is exploding with opinions, speculation, and heated debates, with fans dissecting every word, every action, and every possible motivation, because Funky claims that Tamar's public statements about her injuries and missing teeth were misleading and left out critical details about the involvement of Mendeecees and the mysterious third man, and the internet is not holding back in trying to figure out who is telling the truth. According to Funky, the night was a mix of private displays of affection, awkward interactions, and moments of secrecy that only those present truly understand, and he points out that Tamar allegedly leveraged social media to create a narrative that gained her sympathy while simultaneously placing him under undue scrutiny as if he was responsible for events he says he did not cause. The drama is intensified by Funky's description of Tamar and Mendeecees allegedly acting as if everything was normal whenever cameras or witnesses were present, but reportedly engaging in behavior behind closed doors that he felt compelled to report when the truth started to be twisted, and now the public is in a frenzy, trying to determine what is real and what is fabricated. Funky's version of events suggests that the situation was never about him abandoning Tamar, but rather about boundaries, discomfort, and witnessing behavior that he felt crossed a line, and the alleged secrecy and intimacy involving Mendeecees and the third man adds layers of complexity that make the scandal almost cinematic. Fans are dissecting every interview, every social media post, and even past rumors about Tamar's alleged relationships with married men to understand if there is a pattern and if this night was just another chapter in a long series of controversies. Funky claims that Tamar's vague accounts of her injuries and missing teeth combined with cryptic social media updates created a perfect storm of confusion that allowed speculation to run wild, and he insists that if people really want the truth, they have to consider his observations from that night, which include private interactions, alleged romantic gestures, and the presence of a third party who may have been responsible for parts of the incident that have been misrepresented publicly. The result is a scandal that has captivated audiences because it involves celebrity intrigue, alleged betrayal, romantic entanglements, and a public friend caught between loyalty and speaking the truth. And as the story unfolds, the line between fact and speculation becomes increasingly blurred, leaving the public to wonder who is telling the full story and what really happened behind closed doors that night, making it clear that this controversy is far from over and will likely dominate conversations for weeks to come. So now that you've heard all the tea, the questions remain, and they are burning hotter than ever. What really happened that night at Tamar's house? Was Funky telling the truth, or is there more to the story than we're being shown? And what about Mendeecees and that mysterious third man? Were they really involved in the chaos that left Tamar injured? Or is this all just a twisted version of events spun for public attention? You can't just sit back and scroll past this one, because the answers are nowhere near simple, and the implications are massive. This isn't just celebrity gossip, this is a web of secrets, loyalty, betrayal, an alleged scandal that has people talking, debating, and questioning every move. So I want to know from you, the ones who live for the drama and crave the truth. What's your take? Are you Team Funky, or are you convinced there's more to Tamar's story that hasn't come out yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Share this video with everyone who needs to see it. And don't forget to hit that like button if you want me to keep digging and bringing you the full truth. Subscribe now and turn on notifications, because trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next. You do not want to miss what's coming next.